Is there anything that gets the juices? The Mustangs will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Navy's offense will get first crack at it today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Running the read to the left on first down. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So SMU's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Duff. Using his feet to buy time. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Shakes off the defender. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets it fly. Makes the catch. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll try to pound their way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Slams it ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll pitch it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll pull it on the read. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Ready to fire from the pistol. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. He'll toss it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Dalton. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Now on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the big fullback. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Trying play action. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, midshipmen.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Runs through the tackle. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. To the air, it's Applewhite. A strike downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll run the sneak for it.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 11 to Virginia Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Using his feet, and he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Rides the back on the option, the give. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. It's complete to the right. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Jackson. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And that's a 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you could see it there, and you could see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. He's got the back in the middle. He just won't. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown Mustangs! Fit it in the window for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Read option. He'll keep it to the right. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Down, going up top. He's going to fire deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Sends it back in motion. Running back searching for a hole. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Off the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Got the quick completion. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Jackson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on second down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And with time running out here in the second quarter, they'll just take a knee down on the scoreboard. They'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, SMU. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Not a lot of room there, give him a couple to the 16. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Right back to the well. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, what a move. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the back. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had this thing in a hammer lock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what,
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
and the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Southern Miss is having its way offensively, just marching up and down that field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 18 over the Groupers.
On the option.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just going to keep it after the snap. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Navy will have to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. He's got an open man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's a first down.
On the run, it's Applewhite. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this goal. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights.